I've officially made it to Marseille. I checked into my hostel. It's very nice, just regular hostel vibes. Right now I'm going to find like a pretty road with lots of colorful buildings. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna get like some seafood tonight if it's not obscenely expensive. If I can find some fish for like under 30 euros, maybe even 25, that would be great. But we'll see, so that's the mission. Okay, everybody, I decided to just sit here and watch the sunset because it was so pretty. This is the vieux port of Marseille, so I decided to just watch the sunset. Now the sun is down. It is 8:15, so I am gonna try and find some dinner. I'm still thinking I might try to find seafood, but I could save that for tomorrow night as well because I'll be here again. So we'll see what I decide. I could just get something quick and go back to my hostel because I am getting up at 6:45 in the morning, which means I need to go to bed by like 10 and it's 8:15, but that gives me time to eat dinner. I don't really go out that much at night when I'm by myself traveling just because solo female traveler at night alone in a city doesn't really roll with me too much. I'd rather just get up early and start my day when the sun comes out with the rest of the world. So I am getting up at 6:45. I am going to Cassis. I think it's Cassis. I don't know. Tomorrow. And I am going to do the Colonque, which is like a national park, and it's supposed to be super gorgeous. I'm hiking, which is crazy. So it's Cassis, and it's the Colonque, and it looks kind of like this, if you can see that. So that's what's in store for me tomorrow morning, but it takes 15 minutes to get there from here, which is not bad, but then you have to take like a 30-minute bus ride into the city, and then there's a market in the morning, so I'm gonna go to the market and I'm gonna get some things for my picnic that I'm gonna have while I'm doing the hike. So that's the plan for tomorrow. I'm also just gonna kind of spend the day there. Marseille is super cool. It's a very cool city to visit because it's one of the well-known cities in France, but it's not super touristy. It's not super gorgina. It used to be an area where people wouldn't really recommend visiting, and now it's kind of back on the up and up. So there are some areas that are really cute and cool to visit, but there's not that much to do from like the touristy perspective. So I'm gonna do those touristy things on Saturday because I'll be here until like 4 p.m. on Saturday. And then also on Saturday I saw there's like a brocante, which is one of like the flea market kind of deals. So I'm gonna do that on Saturday and explore the Marseille stuff. But tomorrow I'm gonna spend the day in Cassis and just enjoy the sights of like a smaller town on the ocean. So that's the plan. Let's go find something to eat for dinner. Dinner time, yummy. Good morning. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me right now. I'm whispering because I'm on the tram. So I'm on my tram and I am on my way to the train station, and then I will head to Cassis and go through the rest of the day. I made it to Cassis, so now I'm gonna head to the farmer's market and get some things to eat for lunch on my hike. And then also, it's a little chilly still. I'm a little worried that I didn't pack warm enough clothes, but I'm going to go get a coffee and a pastry before I start the hike so it has time to warm up a little. So that's the plan. Finished at the farmer's market. I'll give you a haul later, but I came to a little boulangerie and grabbed a coffee for breakfast with my pain au raisin and this bread with cheese and olives situation. Okay, people, it's starting to get a little warmer. I'm in the sun because I did not dress appropriately. I thought I was gonna be hot. I was wrong. I haven't hiked yet, so I'm hoping that I'm like kind of sweaty on the hike, but because it's like up higher, I could just be even colder, which is exciting. But that's okay, we're gonna persevere. I am going to show you what I got from the farmer's market while I'm sitting on this little bench. Okay, starting off, I got these two postcards that the person at the farmer's market actually draws by hand. So she was an artist selling her work in like posters, postcards, cards, things like that. So I got this Cassis postcard. And then I got this one with a pigeon on it. So this is actually like a French saying, se faire pigeonner, which means to like trick someone. Yeah, that's basically the meaning. But I love the pigeons, as you might have been able to tell through my vlogs. I always vlog pigeons. So I saw this and I was like, it's a pigeon, I have to get it. So I thought those were really cool, especially because she draws them herself. So I thought that was awesome. Then I impulsively bought this, but it was only 10 euros, and it's like one of those sand cloud towels. It's basically just a little towel, but I can use it as a little picnic blanket as well when I sit anywhere, really. And I thought it was so cute, and it was only 10 euros, and the guy was really sweet that was selling them. We chatted, so I was like, you know what, I'm definitely gonna buy one of these. So I chose pink, which just felt very me. I was deciding between pink and light blue, which are my two favorite colors, but I went with the pink because it was calling to me. And it's like a bubblegum pink too, which is really my favorite color. Okay, now for the food items. I kind of went crazy and just started buying things, but they're all gonna be great for my little picnic later. I got an avocado because I have bread and I'm gonna go to a grocery store and get some cheese spread. So I wanted a little avocado to go with that. I also got like this olive mix. It's kind of gross looking because they put it in this little bag, but there's olives in here and the things that are like inside the olives. I don't know what it is. Like, it's not pepper, is it? Is it pepper? I don't know what's inside the olives. So I got some olives, which look yummy. And then I got 3 kiwis because it was 3 for 2 euros, which was crazy. So 3 really big, nice and ripe kiwis. And then, like I said, I have a baguette in my bag that I just got. And then I'm going to get some cheese spread, and that will be my little picnic. I also have lots of snacks like protein bars, nuts, rice cakes. So I will be plenty well fed for my hike. So now I have to go find a grocery store so I can buy a little cheese spread and probably like a Coke Zero for later, and then make my way over to the trailhead. It's like a 30-minute walk from where I am. So I'm going to start making my way over there now. what these structures are, but it's so cool. I just want to show you guys. So way where my finger is, that's Cassis. You can't even see it with my finger there. That's Cassis, dead ahead. And that's where I started. So that is in fact where I have to go back to. Look, people are kayaking. There are sailboats. It is so gorgeous. I've ultimately decided I'm definitely gonna take a swim today. I saw a bunch of people in the ocean earlier, so I was like, you know what? If they can do it, I'm gonna do it too. It's gorgeous. Gorgina. I'm taking advantage of my new little blanket towel situation. I could stay here forever, seriously. My camera does not do the color of the water justice, but like I can see the fish down there. Like it is turquoise water. And you just can't tell my camera, which is disappointing. I don't think you can see the fish either, but they're there. I'm staring right at them. I am freaking out. Also, you can't see them, but there are people tanning completely naked over there. The French, man, let me tell ya. Saying goodbye to my beautiful little lunch spot. Time to go find somewhere to swim. Right, everybody, it is time for me to go back to Cassis now and leave the national park because I still want to see the town. So I'm saying goodbye to my cute little swim spot. It's been so fun. I went swimming. I sat here and just like laid for a little bit, read my book. It was great. It was lovely. Little tidbit of information. My camera strap broke. Which is actually a major problem because the reason I never lose my camera is because it's always on my wrist. So gonna have to find something to use as a new camera strap or order a new camera strap. So that's a mission, but for right now I'm just gonna walk back into town and not hold my camera just because I can't wear it on my wrist and I'm gonna drop it. Okay, so I actually didn't break my budget for today. I obliterated it. Not with the postcards. Got 2 postcards. I wanted one that was a real photo because I liked it. It was only 50 cents, so I got one for me and one of the same for mom and dad. And then what did in fact obliterate my budget was this jewelry. So in the last little like boutique-y shop I went into, I got some jewelry. They had tons of sterling silver jewelry in there, and you know I love sterling silver. And the little like shell stone thing is from the Mediterranean. So I got this one. It was 20 euros, but from the Mediterranean, guys. And then I saw that they had matching earrings, and I was like, stop. They're very stuck together, but this is what they look like. The other one is not supposed to be hooked there. These were 15, so I thought that was a good deal. I just couldn't say no. From the Mediterranean, guys, and sterling silver, obsessed. Yay, I'm so happy. Yay. Also, I have no idea how I managed to bend my London butterfly. I'll fix it at home, but look, that's some impressive work that I've done. All right, everybody, it's picnic time. I think this is dinner because it's 5 o'clock, which is early for dinner, but it works. So I got some wine. I was originally gonna get wine from Cassis, but they didn't have anything that was under 15 euros. And I was like, you know what? That's not in the cards for me today. But this is from the Mediterranean area, so works. Got some little cups, so I can pour it, and it's got a screw-on cap so I can reseal it, which is nice. This is the bread I bought earlier that I didn't wind up eating for lunch. Cheese, avocado, and ham. And then I've got this nice little view of the port. I was gonna go, there's like a little beachy area behind me that I'll go to after, but I can't go there with the wine, so gotta wait till I'm done eating. Try to tell me that doesn't look delicious. So good. I just need to hop up on a little soapbox really quickly. I am on my 3rd day of my like big solo travel adventure. I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but this is my first big like solo travel adventure. Obviously I came to France, but I was coming to my host family. This is my first thing where it's like completely just me, 1 whole week doing my thing. I cannot recommend it enough to like any woman ever. Like there is something so empowering about buying plane tickets by yourself, buying train tickets by yourself, getting your booty out into the world by yourself, getting to do whatever you want to do, and literally just playing completely to your rules. I just think there are a lot of, not even women, there's just people out there who are like terrified to do things alone, not because they're scared to do them by themselves, but that they're like afraid to be alone, you know? But like, I love it so much. I'm also like the most outgoing introvert that you'll ever meet. So like I love talking to people. I'm super chatty. I'm very bubbly, but I like recharge my social battery when I'm by myself. Like I need to chill out by myself for a good amount of time every day. I am just having so much fun. Like if I don't want to do something, I don't have to do it. If there's something I really want to do, you best believe I'm gonna make it happen, you know? I just like, I can't recommend it enough. And I know a lot of you ladies out there on my channel are like, I won't get to travel again, it's not in the cards for me. Encourage the young women in your life to do the same thing. Like, yeah, it's not always fun to be alone. Like sometimes you're like, I would probably enjoy this, like if someone else was here. But there's something just like so powerful about just being by yourself and doing everything by yourself and really just like fun. I'm having fun. I'm not even like talking to anyone. I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just eating food by myself and like having a great time doing it. Sorry, I'm getting a little shy as people walk by because I am vlogging by myself, which is like a whole nother story. But yeah, I highly recommend doing a solo trip completely by yourself once in your life. It doesn't have to be the south of France, could be the state next to you, but I am having the time of my life. I've officially finished my little picnic here in Cassis. I'm actually so sad to say goodbye. I love it. I've decided I need to come and do a road trip through the south of France at some point in the very near future. And by very near, I mean like a couple years, because I love it. I'm obsessed. So, loved Cassis. I'm gonna walk around a little bit more before it's time to take my bus. My bus is in about an hour to get back to the train station, and then my train is in like an hour and a half. So, that is the current plan. So we'll explore a little bit more before heading back to Marseille for the evening. Okay people, I made it back to Marseille. As you may be able to tell, I did a bad thing today and neglected to reapply sunscreen. So my face doesn't look that bad. My back doesn't look good. To be fair, I probably didn't get my back very well in the first place because I'm alone and it's hard to reach. So I'm going to Monoprix really quick. I'm gonna look for some aloe of sorts and then I'm gonna head back to the hostel. It is almost like 8:30, so I am going back pretty early, but I don't have a plan for tomorrow yet exactly other than exploring Marseille, and I don't have a plan for Nice because I was waiting to see what the weather did because it's gonna rain all 3 days that I'm there. So gonna make some plans and have a chill night in the hostel. Good morning. Guys, there is nothing I hate more than traipsing around a city in Europe with luggage. Oh, my hair looks crazy. It's heinous. It's actually heinous. And the cobblestones make it exponentially more difficult. But that's okay. I made it to luggage storage. So I'm gonna put my stuff away for the day. Okay, bags are away. It's actually a gorgeous day here in Marseille. I'm excited to do some exploring. It is 10:30, so I have about 5 hours before I need to go, catch my bus to Nice. So there are 2 cathedrals I want to see. I need some breakfast. There's a market I'm going to try and find. And that is pretty much it. I'm just going to explore a little. So let's do it. I decided on this little crepe place because it has a great view of the port. Well, when there's not a bunch of cars. But I decided to get a Coke instead of a coffee because it's already like 10:30. And the cap came off. For those of you who don't know, the cap doesn't separate in Europe. It stays attached. This is the craziest day ever. It's like an American Coke Zero. I'm shocked. I got a crepe with ham and egg. Yummy. Alright, that's where I'm headed. Okay, everybody, I finished at the Basilica. I took a bus coming up because it was like literally straight uphill, but I decided I'm actually just gonna walk back down because what goes up comes back down. So now I'll just be walking downhill, and I want to see a little bit more of like the streets of Marseille. So I'm gonna walk down. It's only like a 30-minute walk back to the port, and then I'll keep exploring a little bit. I am still gonna look for that market, but it's already 12:22, so I only have like 3 hours left. So yeah, that's the plan. People, I made it back with my luggage. I think that was probably a really long series of clips that I just showed you. So I hope you enjoyed the montage. I went to the other cathedral by the port, walked by the port, went to Le Panier. It's like, I think it's the oldest neighborhood in France is what that one sign said. Wait, let me reread this. It says, okay, Le Panier, the oldest neighborhood of France founded by the Greeks. in 600 BC. I think they call it JC, but I'm pretty sure that's BC for us. So pretty cool. It's like artsy. There's lots of like colors on the buildings and like graffiti on the buildings, but not just like graffiti where it's like people spray painting nothing. It's like art, which is cool. I went to the Brocante and I got a couple things that I'll show you later, but now I might find something to eat if I have time, and then I have to go to the bus stop because it is 3:20 and my bus is at 4:10. So let's go to Nice.